Hello. It's 4 o'clock. We're gonna try this. I've only done one live before, so I still don't really know what I'm. I meant just really quick to make sure. Okay, yeah, you can hear me. We are making fireworks in a jar. And what I believe you need for this experiment is water, oil, and food coloring. So, I have a jar of water, and it's 3/4 of the way filled, I estimated. And I have just a little bit of oil in 2 different jars. And I'm going to put some food dye in each. Put it down. Start with some red. No idea if this will work or not. I wonder if food coloring is mostly water. I have no idea because it doesn't seem to be combining. But it is cool. I can like play with it and rip it apart. It's not working the way I was planning. What this is on here? No, it does not. It says base red. I don't think adding more will help. Adding more might help. We're experimenting. I've never done this before. The red really looks like clotting blood. It's kind of gross. So I'm just going to use a paper towel to get the red off. Then I'm going to put the lid back on just so that I don't spill it. Okay, now for the other one. That kind of looks like green. This goes yellow oil, blue food dye. Okay. It looks so cool. Can you guys see that at all? It looks almost like tadpoles. Ooh, like little tadpoles swimming in the oil, which is not good for tadpoles. They would die. And then I guess we pour it in the water, but see if this works. Since I see that there are 2 people watching, how about you comment which color we should do first? Red or blue? Wait just a minute to see if there's a comment. I don't see one, so we're gonna go with red because it comes first in the rainbow. The red is like all in a clump now. Okay, pouring the red in. Oh, that just turned my water red. I wonder if I got something bubbly in there, if it would look cool. I think we have a bath bomb. We might have a bath bomb. Okay, I'm gonna go grab something really fast. I will be right back. Okay. I have a straw. And I'm gonna blow bubbles in here and see if that makes it look like fireworks. So you guys will have to tell me. Try to blow small bubbles. Seems ridiculous, but I'm out of breath. Wonder what would happen if we put the blue in. I haven't done that yet. Probably just turn it purple, but worth a try. Oh, it's kind of like going down and around. Now it just looks like it's gonna turn it a very dark, scary color. I'm gonna look it up and see how to do fireworks in a jar. Fill the jar 3/4 fill with warm water. In a separate bowl, add 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil and several drops of food coloring in various colors to the bowl of oil. Slowly pour the oil mixture into the jar of water. Make sure the kids are watching what happens next. As you can see, one moment. There we go. So, as you can see, the oil has separated from the water. There is a very thick layer of oil and a very gross layer of water. So like when I blow bubbles, I get the water on top for a second. But then it goes back under. Why is it still bedinging? Should not be bedinging. How do I make it stop? That did not work. I don't know what I did wrong. We could try it again. But I have to go get the stuff, which would be kind of boring just to leave you here. Oh, I suppose you could look at me now. I could tilt you away from very bright window. This is very short live. I know. I'll look up a couple like would you rather questions. And I can answer them and you guys can answer in the chat. My hands are oily. Okay. Would you can't type. Okay. On a website called The Best Ideas for Kids. Would you rather questions for kids? There we go. Okay. Ooh, would you rather be a unicorn or a Pegasus? That is a good question. Unicorn or a Pegasus? Pegasuses can fly. That's nice. Unicorns are magical, though. And I feel like more people know what a unicorn is. So that is an interesting question. I would probably say unicorn. Ooh, be a superhero or cartoon character? Cartoon character, easy. Be an Olympic athlete or the president? I want to say neither. I'm not super athletic. I'm not athletic at all, actually. And I just think like being the president sounds really, really hard. I mean, it depends what, I'm assuming they mean like president of the US. But I mean, if it were to be like president of my 4-H club, that'd probably be fine with. I mean, it's a lot of paperwork. I'm already treasurer, so I can't do both. Eat a whole jar of mayonnaise or drink a cup of hot sauce? I would probably pick a whole jar of mayonnaise, just because if anything is like the slightest bit like spicy hot, I like freak out and hate it, and yeah, I just can't handle spicy foods. Have a cool shirt in your closet every morning, or a new pair of shoes once a week. Probably a new shirt, just because I don't really care about shoes. I don't really care about shirts either, but I like my shirts more than my shoes. My shoes are sitting over there and they're probably like, what? Why are you saying that? But if you have answers to any of these, please comment. Or if you have questions, I can answer questions too. Play in the snow in the mountains or in the sand at the beach. Snow in the mountains, easy. Why? Because I love snow. Winter is my favorite season. The only thing I don't like is shoveling. I like playing in the snow, things like that. It's snowing right now. It's not cold. There's not snow. Here, I'll take you over and see if you can see. Pretty snow. This is out my window. That's my neighbor's house. That's Noah's house, actually. I was like, wait a second, you guys know Noah. Put my microphone plug back in here. Okay. So something about dragon. Where'd it go? Ooh. Always have to enter rooms by announcing your name. Or always have to do cartwheels out. I don't really have a preference. I would do either. Maybe cartwheel out. I don't know. I feel like announcing my name when I go in just makes me sound overly important than way more than I actually am. And I'm not saying I'm important. But like cartwheeling is just something silly I would do. Have butterfly wings or a horse's tail. Butterfly wings, easy. Ooh, go on a roller coaster, go skydiving. I don't like either. I don't know. I probably prefer a roller coaster. There are a few roller coasters that I like, but I'm not a roller coaster person. Live in the sky or under the sea? I don't know, the sky would be fun. But I've been in Little Mermaid twice. And I have a lot of fun in that show. I was a seagull the last time, which does not live under the sea. Before that, I was a human, which also does not live under the sea. I was also a sea creature in that one, though. So I would probably go with under the sea. Live in the North Pole or the South Pole? North Pole, because I want to be friends with Santa. Ooh, see a giant ant or a tiny giraffe? Tiny giraffe. Always dress up or always wear your pajamas? Always dress up. Just because if I'm like still in my pajamas, then I won't get anything done and I'll just like be tired the whole day. I mean, dressing up wouldn't be all that fun either, and I'd probably be uncomfortable, but I would at least do stuff. Be able to live 100 years in the past or 100 years in the future? That's a hard one. See, 100 years in the past would be 1920s. I find the early 1900s very fascinating. Like 1850 to like 1910, or not 010, 1910. I find that time period very interesting. So that might be fun. 100 years in the future, I'd just be so interested to see what they have. And also just like to laugh at 2020 and what they think of it then. Go to the doctor or the dentist? This is actually kind of interesting. When I was little, I really liked going to the dentist, and I did up until I was like 12. And then I had a cavity. And this is what everyone said. They're like, you'll love the dentist until you get a cavity. So we went to the dentist, and they're like, oh, you have a couple cavities. I ended up having 8. But there's this one in the back of my mouth that they kept shoving their tool into, and it hurt so bad. Give up eating sweets or give up eating fast food? What is in the category of fast food? That's what I'm curious about. Because there's certain like restaurants that, I mean, I'd miss Culver's and Arby's, which would definitely be considered fast food. I mean, are we counting like a Lian Chang or, see what else? Other restaurants. I'm drawing a blank. Subway. Like, do those qualify as fast food? Would you rather be warm and raining or cold and snowing? Cold and snowing. Other than, oh no, you can't use that in the rain. Oh, we got a pool this past year. Ooh, be friends with Superman or Spider-Man? I'm not a Marvel fan. And that's probably like the other thing that's similar to Marvel but isn't Marvel, and everyone that is a Marvel fan is like super offended all of a sudden. But I don't really know who either of them are. I've seen the like 1980s Superman movie. I've never seen Spider-Man. I don't know. Superman can fly, which would be nice. Spider-Man can shoot spider webs out of his hand. Ooh, have a pet panda or a pet zebra? I have heard that zebras are mean, so I'd probably go with panda. And pandas are adorable. Would you rather kiss a frog or hug a snake? What? I mean, some frogs have like a poisonous coating. So like if you kiss it, then you would die. I mean, if it was a non-poisonous frog, then I'd probably pick that. But then again, snakes have venom. If I'm gonna hug a snake, and they're gonna bite me. So like when I like animals, and almost all of my knowledge comes from Wildcrats. And I'm usually fine with like touching animals and getting my hands dirty. My preference is to touch animals when we're at some place where you're like supposed to touch animals, like a petting zoo or places like that, or like I've touched a tarantula before, and that was because there was someone there who was holding the tarantula and saying "pet right here," and cockroaches. Oh, that's a fun story, actually. We were at a museum, and it's a nature museum, natural history museum, something like that. And my friend, who was a couple of grades younger than me, came over, and I was wandering around with some of my friends at this museum. And he comes over to us and he says, "We're holding cockroaches. Do you guys want to come?" And he's like super excited. And my friend Claudia and I were both like, "Oh yeah, cool." And everyone else was like, "Ew, no, get me away from it." So that's my funny story about cockroaches. A funny story about tarantulas. So when I was, what year was it, 2016? 4 years ago? I would have been 10. We went to, or it would have been 9 because it would have been before my birthday. We drove from Iowa, which is where we lived at the time, to California, and we went to Disneyland and the beach. And all the way there, we stopped at Petrified Forest. Where that is, I'm not sure, but it's like a national park. And we were walking down these trails, and I was walking ahead of my parents and my sister, and I just seen the episode of Wildcats on tarantulas. I was like, what is the animal? And I'm walking ahead, and I look down, and there's a tarantula crossing the middle of the path, and I just gasp, and I'm scared, but I'm kind of excited, and I run back, and I go, "Dad, there's a tarantula up there," and he goes, "It's not a tarantula." And we get up there, and he's like, "No, that's a tarantula." And then I was kind of freaked out to like walk in front of it, even though it was going so slow. I could have stepped an inch in front of it and been fine. And that's my funny story. I named the tarantula Fred or George or George, one of the two. Read minds or be invisible? I don't know. I feel like I'm around people so much that if I were to just like read everyone's mind all at once, my brain would like explode. I mean, if you could just be like, okay, I want to know what that person is thinking right now and only know what that person is thinking. Being invisible would be cool too, though. Jump into a pool of chocolate pudding or a pool of strawberry ice cream. This depends if I can eat it or not. If I can eat it, then strawberry ice cream. Have a pet hamster or a pet cat? I'm not really a cat person anymore. When I was little, I really, really liked cats. I mean, they're fine, but I'm not like passionate about them anymore. So I'd probably go with hamster. Although I hear that hamsters are mean. Be an art teacher or a physical education teacher? I have to figure out what a physical education teacher is because it sounds like something I might do. Oh, PE. Yeah, I figured it out. Again, I'm not very like active, so I'd probably pick an art teacher. Even though I'm not much of an artist. I like watercoloring and stuff, but drawing isn't my specialty. So I'll find like other people's drawings and then change them to how I want them, and then paint that. So here, I've got an example. I'm fine. So these are the Schuyler sisters. And it's somebody else's drawing of 3 girls, but then I drew the dresses on top of them and painted it. The buttons on Eliza Schuyler look really funny from the back. There's one more that I really want to show you. Oh, this one. I wrote quotes on it. That's okay. So this is supposed to be Eliza Schuyler and Eliza Schuyler Hamilton and Philip Hamilton when he's little and she's holding him. But then, like, you've got the shoes at the bottom, which I think actually turned out decent. I don't think I have any others in there. No, not really. I have random papers. The entire box is labeled random. Try and find another one. Because I ran out of interesting ones. Would you rather be a detective or a pilot? Detective. I'm kind of scared of flying at the moment. Might change my mind. I mean, I want to go to Australia sometime, so I kind of have to fly there. It's a lot easier than sailing, or so I hear. I mean, it'd be kind of scary sailing in the middle of nowhere too, so. Would you rather go skiing or go to a water park? I'd probably prefer the water park. Skiing is fun too. I have skis. I have cross-country skis. I went cross-country skiing last year. I'm going to put the lid on this because I'm so scared I'm going to spill it. Would you rather fly a kite or swing on a swing? Fly a kite. I've never gotten a kite to like actually fly. And then we'd lost the kite. Would you rather sing or dance? Okay, I've got to show you what my grandma got me for Christmas. If you're friends with me, you know that that suits me perfectly. But I also like dancing. Would you rather play hide and go seek or dodgeball? Hide and go seek. Dodgeball, like, yeah, it hits you. And it hurts. Like, I've only ever played it with, like, boys who can throw really well. So then, like, they'll throw it really hard and it will hit me and it will hurt. Would you rather be incredibly funny or incredibly smart? Incredibly funny. I like being funny. I mean, smart would be nice too, but. Would you rather become 5 years older or 2 years younger? I don't really want to be 2 years younger. I don't really want to be 5 years older either, because then I'd be 19. And in college. Would you rather have a full suit of armor or a horse? I can tell you my sister's answer to this without even thinking about it. A horse. My answer. I mean, a horse would probably be more useful. But a suit of armor would be fun. Would you rather be a master of drawing or be an amazing singer? An amazing singer. Would you rather be a wizard or a superhero? Wizard. Would you rather sail a boat or ride a hang glider? Sail a boat, which I have done. We had 60-foot long, no, 49 foot long sailboat. Or we rented it for a weekend over the summer. And I got to sail it most of the time. And then, like, most of it, we were on Lake Superior. So it's pretty big, pretty wide open. And then we were going back to the marina to park it so we could leave. And we were with my sister's friends, although she would call them family. And they own a boat down in Florida. And he was like, okay, Elizabeth, are you going to pull us in? And I was like, no. And he's like, oh, yeah, you'll do fine. And then just, like, kind of walked away. He ended up sitting at the other steering wheel just, like, to take over if anything bad happens. But I ended up parking it. Would you rather be a famous inventor or a famous writer? Famous writer. I've written many stories. Written many stories, none of which have ever even been tried to be published. But I've written many. Would you rather be able to do flips and backflips or break dance? Flips. I don't know why, but I've always wanted to, like, be able to do a flip. Ooh, here's a good one. Would you rather own an old-timey pirate ship and crew, or a private jet with a pilot and infinite fuel? Old-timey pirate with ship and crew. That actually kind of sounds like fun. Would you rather be able to jump as far as a kangaroo or hold your breath as long as a whale? It's a hard question. I like kangaroos, so I might just pick it for that. But probably prefer to be able to hold my breath. And then in, like, Nerf gun fights, you can just, like, stay underwater and never get shot at. Do you want to come in? Here, Harry, come here. Come on. Come here. Good boy. Look, come here. Hey, look, you're on camera. Everyone can see you. Can you say hi? No, you can't. See, there are people on here. See, I'm recording. They can see you. Sitting for them. This is Harry Potter, my dog. I don't have any food, dude. He's 3.5? 3, almost 4. No, 3.5. I don't know why I just thought his birthday was in January. It's in July. Hi. He's actually kind of camera shy. And he knows when I'm recording him usually and just, like, doesn't do anything. So it's really funny that he's here and just... That's a box. Oh, you fell. Are you okay? Yeah, this is the conversations I usually have with my dog. Hey, dude, get out of there. That's the garbage can. Thank you. Okay, we'll do 2 more questions and then I'll log off. Would you rather be able to type/text very fast or be able to read really, really quickly? Both would be useful. Like I said, I like to write books and plays. I do a lot more playwriting, actually. So typing very fast would be useful for that, but reading very fast would be useful for schoolwork, and I'd read a lot more books. Ooh, would you rather have a chance to design a new toy or create a new TV show? Create a new TV show, and I would write it and direct it and star in it myself. Well, maybe not direct it, but at least write in it and star in it. Okay, I know that was two, but we're going to do one more because I feel like it. Would you rather live in a house shaped like a circle or a house shaped like a triangle? Circle would be cool just because it's round, but I'd go with triangle because it's just so unusual, and I'm very unusual when I do things. So it has been 43 minutes. I'll relax. And our experiment did not work very well. Sure, I did something wrong. And you guys feel free to tell me in the comments what I did wrong. But I'm going to go now. And I hope all of you enjoy the rest of your day and the last few hours of the year, and have a nice new year. Ooh, someone just logged on. Hello, new person. I have no clue who it is, but I just thought I'd say hi to you. What was I saying? Oh, have a wonderful new year and don't stay up too late. Bye.